Hello, my name is Victoria Gray. I work and live in the St. Louis area. For 27 years almost, I've handled estate sales, and I started this business because my husband died with no life insurance, leaving me with 4 children. I had to work more than I ever did before. So I started researching. I went to a number of seminars, learned about auctions, knew an auctioneer, eventually hired him to help with the process. So for 10 years I handled auctions. During those 10 years, I researched everything, went to lots of auctions, learned what things were called and what they were priced at, and I wound up being certified as an appraiser through the Appraisers Guild of America. Often I'm asked to appraise an item. Now what do we do? First, I get the initial inquiry, of course, which is through a phone call. Somebody has referred me, either a real estate person referred me or probate lawyers. I've set up quite a good following. I have about 20,000 followers, and from that I get referrals. I visit their home second. We go through the whole house. They tell me what they're taking, what they're selling. We get a contract signed. Once a contract is signed and a date is set up, I bring in my crew. We pull everything out of every cupboard, every closet, every nook, every cranny, every box, and we set it up on tables like this nice white fold-up table. I have others that are longer. So once I set everything up and I perfect it, I start taking pictures of everything. I come home and I sit in front of my computer for probably 6 to 8 hours. I format the pictures first, and while I'm doing that, I think, oh, I don't know what this item is, I'm going to research it. So I get a price point of what something is selling for during the particular time that I'm doing the estate sale. Antiques have gone down 70 to 75% since I began this almost 27 years ago. Now it's contemporary furniture that's selling to my children. Baby boomers' children are buying contemporary, retro, 40s through 90s is working really well right now. So if you get a house with a retro right now, you're going to do really well. But research. So I do all the advertisement, and then we have the sale the same weekend. Now here's a sale that I called a hoarder's house, and so did the client. He said, I don't know how you're going to do this. His whole house was real messy. But this is part of the basement. It was a disaster. The same day that we went to set up, the very first day, we perfected it like this. He came in after work, and he walked downstairs and was amazed, because for 9 years they were walking over things. And what I love about estate sales is I get to go through the house, I get to pick things up, I get to see things. I see entities, orbs, and I feel cold spots. Sometimes I'll feel the sadness in a house, sometimes I'll feel the joy in a house, or I'll feel anger. There's just different things I feel. I'm pretty sensitive to what's there. So this particular house was in part of St. Louis, and the very first day we went there, we had to work in the living room, dining room, kitchen. It was just so packed we couldn't even go to the other side of the house. So right here by the front, the sofa was right by this front door depicted here in the mirror. I wish I had taken it straight on. But right to the left of the sofa, but anyway, was the front door. I was there working. I felt an entity swoosh past me, and I saw that it was a man in a red and black plaid logger shirt. I looked around the other pictures to see if any pictures on the walls depicted this man. There was nothing, but I knew it was a husband because he left the year before, and I felt he was worried about his wife. So I thought I will come back the following day and talk to him. My workers are used to this. So here in this closet was the second side of the house, and there were 30 to 40 plaid shirts in there, and I found that red and black plaid shirt. But I didn't know I was going to make a video, so I didn't keep it. I sold it. Hours before we even began, we had a lot of people in line waiting. As long as I advertise it correctly, which I do on estatesales.net, .org, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Craigslist. Here's our last sale that we did in December this month, 2015. And it's on 7.5 acres of land. We had the beautiful house behind me, and tons of people showed up, and it did great. Here at the same sale, we have outdoor furniture. We sell so many different things, I can't even list what we sell. These are 2 adult Disney costumes. They just went out the door real quickly. a Craftsman table saw, figurines. I usually will put a ruler there so that people know the size of them. And then this was gorgeous. This lady was about 3 feet tall. She's a lamp. She has carnival glass shades. They were in mint condition. I sold this about 2 years ago, and I got roughly, I think, around $1,000, but years ago it would have brought much more. Here is a French clock. It's a mantle clock. I do pictures like this depicting what the items are, because sometimes a picture, now this one has a box with it so it actually states what it is, but many things don't. That brought $600. That was a few months ago in 2015. This was January of 2015. We sold these 2 crock pots with the brown top and the stoppers for $120 each. These crocks, they had lids. I think they brought around 90. This one was maybe 40, no lid, and then the little baby crock brought about $20 or $30. And that's even though antiques have gone down in value. So I don't know where those people were taking them, if they were to keep them or if they were going to sell them, I don't know. Then we have a hide-a-bed. I mean, we just have everything that you can imagine, and so many things that I never knew existed, I sell. At one sale, this was in January, we had a humongous, this is a small garage, we had another garage to the right of it, very large garage, which you'll see a picture. Here's my worker. Here's some of the items that were in both of those garages. And I have to let people see just everything that's in there. There's just so many different things. I have designed and created a book called Estate Sales Made Easy for you to begin your own business, or just see and read some of the stories I've created based on the estates I've handled. But I've outlined exactly what you need to do to begin your own business and make estate sales easy. I wish you all the best.